Right now, somewhere in the world, someone is watching a football match for free. Maybe it is you. You did not pay for a ticket. You did not buy a subscription. You just turned on the television and the game was there. It felt free. It was not free. Someone made billions from that moment, and that someone is FIFA. This is the story of the most profitable sports organization on earth. An organization that generated over $7 billion in revenue during the last World Cup cycle, pays no corporate tax in Switzerland, and somehow convinced the entire planet to do most of the work for them. Understanding how FIFA makes money is not just a football story. It is one of the most elegant business models ever constructed. FIFA, the Fédération Internationale de Football Association, is technically a nonprofit organization. That word, nonprofit, does a lot of heavy lifting. It governs 211 member associations, more members than the United Nations. It does not own any football clubs. It does not pay player salaries. It does not build stadiums. It simply controls the rights to the most watched sporting event on earth, and that control is worth everything. The World Cup happens every 4 years. Every revenue stream, every partnership, every broadcast deal flows toward that one moment. The 2018 World Cup generated $6.4 billion. Qatar 2022 generated $7.5 billion. The 2026 World Cup is projected to generate over $11 billion. These are not estimates from critics. These are FIFA's own financial reports. So where does the money come from? There are four pillars. The first pillar is television rights. This is the engine. When you watch a World Cup match on your television, you are not the customer. You are the product. FIFA sells the right to broadcast matches to networks around the world. Those networks sell advertising space to brands. The brands pay because you are watching. For Qatar 2022, Fox Sports paid approximately $400 million for U.S. broadcast rights alone. In total, television rights accounted for roughly 56% of FIFA's total revenue. That's more than $4 billion from people sitting on couches. The 2022 final between Argentina and France was watched by 1.5 billion people simultaneously. A single advertising slot during that broadcast was worth millions. FIFA did not need to do anything except make sure the match happened. The second pillar is sponsorship. FIFA divides its commercial partners into tiers. At the top are FIFA partners, a small group of global corporations paying between $150 and $200 million per World Cup cycle. Adidas, Coca-Cola, Hyundai, each pays for exclusive category rights. No other sportswear brand advertises at the World Cup if Adidas is paid. No other soft drink gets stadium signage if Coca-Cola is in. Stefan Szymanski, the sports economist at the University of Michigan, has described FIFA's sponsorship architecture as one of the most sophisticated commercial structures in global sport. The genius is scarcity. FIFA controls one product. It comes around every 4 years. The rarity drives the price up every cycle. The third pillar is ticketing. FIFA controls all ticketing directly, not the host nation. For Qatar 2022, over 3 million tickets were sold. Premium hospitality packages cost tens of thousands of dollars per package. Unlike most sports leagues where clubs control ticket revenue, FIFA centralizes everything. The host nation fills the stadium. FIFA takes the money. The fourth pillar is licensing. FIFA licensed its name, its logo, and its tournament trademark to manufacturers worldwide. The official match ball, the official video game, the branded merchandise of every kind. EA Sports paid FIFA approximately $150 million per year just for the right to put the FIFA name on its football video game. 4 letters on a game title, worth over $1 billion across the life of the deal. Now here's where the story becomes genuinely interesting. After all this revenue flows in, where does it go? FIFA distributes prize money to participating teams. For Qatar 2022, the total prize pot was $440 million. Argentina received $42 million for winning. Even group stage eliminations received $9 million each. This sounds generous until you realize $440 million was less than 6% of FIFA's total revenue for that cycle. FIFA also distributes development funds to its 211 member associations, $6 million each per cycle. Critics argue this is as much about keeping associations loyal and voting in alignment with FIFA leadership as it is about growing the game. Here is the part most people miss entirely. FIFA does not pay to host the World Cup. The host nation does. When a country bids to host, it commits to building stadiums, constructing transport infrastructure, providing security, and guaranteeing FIFA a tax-free operating environment. Qatar spent an estimated $220 billion on infrastructure. Russia spent $14 billion for 2018. Brazil spent $15 billion for 2014. FIFA's contribution to these costs is minimal. Victor Matheson, an economist at the College of the Holy Cross, who specializes in mega-event economics, has consistently found that host nations rarely recoup their investment. The tourism booms are smaller than forecast, and the stadiums sit underused after the tournament ends. The real winner economically is FIFA. This is the architecture. FIFA owns the rights. Countries compete to host, absorbing enormous costs. Broadcasters pay billions to air it. Sponsors pay billions to associate with it. Fans provide the audience that makes every other transaction possible. And FIFA, sitting at the center of all of it, takes the largest share while bearing almost none of the risk. And yet, 2 billion people keep watching. Because whatever the financial architecture behind it, the football itself is real. The goals are real. The connection between a child watching his country score or a grandmother watching her nation lift a trophy, that connection is real. FIFA understood something fundamental. Attachment to football runs deeper than any knowledge of financial structures. The product is so good, so emotionally powerful, that the business model almost does not matter to the people inside it, almost. Because the free match you are watching was never really free. It was purchased by a sponsor, broadcast by a network, hosted by a government, and organized by an institution that turned the most popular game on earth into one of the most profitable enterprises in the history of sport. Right now, somewhere in the world, the ball is moving, the crowd is roaring, and FIFA is counting.